Ethan Carter expected nothing special from his first day of senior year. Every day felt the same: wake up, catch the bus, survive school, then help his mom at their small bookstore. After watching his parents' painful divorce, he had stopped believing in love. His best friend, Noah, often teased him. "You've never talked to a girl for more than 5 minutes." "I talk," Ethan replied. "You answer homework questions. That doesn't count." As they entered English class, one seat remained empty right beside Ethan. Moments later, their teacher smiled toward the door. "Class, this is Lily Morgan. She just transferred here. Lily, you can sit beside Ethan." Ethan watched as a shy girl with long brown hair walked over carrying a sketchbook. "Hi," she said softly. "I'm Ethan." "I know." She smiled. "The teacher just said your name." Her quiet laugh stayed in Ethan's mind long after class ended. Over the next few weeks, Lily remained mysterious. She kept to herself, always carrying her sketchbook and eating lunch alone. One afternoon, Ethan finally asked what she was drawing. At first she refused to show him, but eventually she opened the notebook. Inside were beautiful pencil sketches of trees, buildings, and students around campus. "These are amazing," Ethan said honestly. Her cheeks turned red. No one's ever said that before. They were wrong. From that day on, they slowly became friends. They worked on assignments together, shared lunch, and walked to the bus stop after school. Noah quickly noticed the change. "You smile a lot more now." "We're just friends," Ethan insisted. Noah only laughed. One rainy afternoon, Ethan found Lily crying beneath the library staircase. "What's wrong?" he asked. "My dad got another transfer." "You mean you're moving again?" She nodded. "This is my 5th school. Every time I make friends, we leave." Ethan sat quietly before saying, "Then let's make the time we have here count." Lily smiled through her tears, and in that moment Ethan realized just how much she meant to him. A few weeks later, the school announced its annual fall festival. Ethan and Lily were paired together to organize the art exhibition. Every afternoon they stayed after school decorating the gym, hanging lights, and displaying Lily's artwork. Working together felt easy, as if they had known each other for years. One evening, while they were finishing the decorations, the lights suddenly went out. The room fell silent. Ethan switched on his phone flashlight, and the soft glow lit Lily's face. For the first time, he noticed the tiny freckles across her nose and the sparkle in her eyes. His heart began racing. Neither of them spoke. Outside, rain tapped gently against the windows. The moment felt perfect until the lights suddenly came back on. They laughed awkwardly, pretending nothing had happened. Neither of them noticed someone watching from the hallway. It was Emma Brooks, the most popular girl in school. She had secretly liked Ethan for years, and seeing him with Lily filled her with jealousy. As she walked away, she whispered to herself, "This isn't over." Ethan had no idea that meeting one shy transfer student was about to change the rest of his life forever. As the fall festival began, students crowded into the gym to admire the art exhibition Ethan and Lily had worked so hard to create. Lily's drawings quickly became the highlight of the event. Teachers praised her talent, classmates complimented her work, and for the first time since transferring, she truly felt accepted. Watching her smile made Ethan happier than he could explain. But not everyone was happy. Emma Brooks, the most popular girl in school, had quietly liked Ethan for years. Seeing him spend every moment with Lily filled her with jealousy. Later that evening, while Lily stepped away to answer a phone call, Emma slipped a folded note into Ethan's hand. "I found this near your locker," she said. The note read, "Meet me behind the auditorium after sunset. There's something I've wanted to tell you, Lily." Ethan's heart raced. As the festival ended, he waited behind the auditorium, expecting Lily to arrive. She never came. Instead, Emma appeared. "I guess she changed her mind," Emma said with a fake smile. Disappointed and confused, Ethan went home. At the same time, Lily searched everywhere for Ethan. They had planned to watch the fireworks together, but he had disappeared. Neither of them knew Emma had written the note. Over the following days, things became awkward. Ethan believed Lily had stood him up, while Lily thought Ethan had forgotten about her. Their conversations became shorter, and the easy friendship they had built slowly faded. Then everything changed. One afternoon, Lily found Ethan in the library. "I have something to tell you," she said quietly. "My dad got transferred again." Ethan's heart sank. "When do you leave?" "Right after Christmas." The words hit him harder than he expected. For the next few weeks, they tried to enjoy the little time they had left together. They studied after school, visited Ethan's mother's bookstore, and laughed as though nothing had changed. But both knew the goodbye was getting closer. One evening, Ethan invited Lily to the bookstore after closing. He showed her a shelf filled with small sketches. "I've been practicing drawing," he admitted. Lily smiled. "Why?" "Because your drawings inspired me." She looked at him with watery eyes. Ethan took a deep breath. "Lily, there's something I've wanted to tell you." Before he could continue, his mother called him from the front of the store. The moment was gone. Neither of them spoke again that night. A week later, Lily's last day at school arrived. Students signed her yearbook, teachers wished her luck, and Noah hugged her goodbye. Even Emma walked over with tears in her eyes. "I'm sorry," she whispered. She handed Lily the fake note. "I wrote it." Lily finally understood why everything had fallen apart. She forgave Emma, but the truth came too late. Lily searched a school for Ethan, hoping to tell him everything before leaving. He wasn't there. With no other choice, she slipped a letter into his locker before getting into the car with her family. The next morning, Ethan returned to school and found the envelope. His hands shook as he opened it. "Ethan, if you're reading this, I'm already gone. I wanted to tell you that I didn't just find a friend here. I fell in love with you. Thank you for making this place feel like home. Maybe one day we'll meet again. Love, Lily." Ethan read the letter over and over. He had been too late. 3 years passed. Ethan started college while continuing to help at his mother's bookstore. Although life moved on, he never threw away Lily's letter. Then one rainy afternoon, the bookstore door opened. A familiar voice spoke. "Hi, is this bookstore still open?" Ethan looked up. "Lily?" She smiled. It's been a long time. Her father had retired, and her family had finally moved back to town. They spent hours catching up, laughing about old memories and sharing everything that had happened since high school. It felt as though no time had passed. As evening arrived, they walked back to their old school. The campus was quiet, just as they remembered. They sat on the same bench where they used to eat lunch. Lily looked at Ethan. "I meant every word in that letter." Ethan smiled and pulled the folded letter from his wallet. "I know. I've carried it with me every day." Tears filled Lily's eyes. Ethan gently took her hand. "There was something I wanted to say before you left." She smiled. "I've waited long enough." "I love you, Lily." She laughed through happy tears. "I've loved you since senior year." Under the soft glow of the evening lights, they shared their first kiss. Sometimes first love doesn't end with graduation. Sometimes it simply waits for the right time. Years later, Ethan and Lily transformed his mother's bookstore into a cozy bookstore and art cafe where Lily displayed her paintings and young artists could share their work. Every time someone asked how they met, they smiled at each other, remembering that everything had started with one empty seat in an English classroom. Their high school romance had nearly ended with a goodbye, but in the end, love found its way back home.